So this is a chanting for Marana Sati, contemplation on death. So we should recall this once in a while. Jara Dhammo Hi Jaram Anadito Vyadi Dhammo Hi Vyadim Anadito Marana Dhammo Hi Maranam Anadito Sabehi Me Piehi Mana Pehi Nana Bawo Vina Bawo Kama Sakom Hi Kama Dayado Kama Yoni Kama Bandu Kama Pati Sarano Yam Kamam Karisami Kayanam Wa Papakam Wa Tasa Dayado Bawisami Evam Amhehi Abhiham Pachawikitatam. So after we read the Pali, we can read the English also, because it's good to understand the meaning. I am of the nature to age. I have not gone beyond aging. Now, this meaning not gone beyond aging means that I cannot escape from aging, because aging is a part of life. I am of the nature to sicken. I have not gone beyond sickness. This means that I will have sickness, or maybe I have sickness already. I'm of the nature to die. I have not gone beyond dying. So these are contemplation of parts of life, natural truth of life. All that is mine, beloved and pleasing, will become otherwise, will become separated from me. I'm the owner of my karma, aid to my karma, born of my karma, related to my karma, abide supported by my karma. Whatever karma I shall do, for good or for ill, of that I will be the aid. Thus we should frequently recollect, right? So after we do this, and then this is a good chanting because it's easier, and I think most of you familiarize. And this chanting is always chant in funeral also. So we can chant 3 times. So put the hand together. Also chant after me. Anicca vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Anicca vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Anicca vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Dukkha vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Dukkha vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Dukkha vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Anatta vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Anatta vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Anatta vada sankhara upada vaya damino upajitva nirujanti tesang upasamo sukho. Aduvam jivitam duvam maranam awasam maya maritabam, marana pariyosana me jivitam me aniyatam, maradam me niyatam. Life is impermanent and fixed. That is permanent, fixed. I certainly must die. My life has that for its goal. Life is uncertain, that is certain. Achirang watayam kayo, patawim adi sesati, chudo apeta vinyano, niratang wa karing karam. Soon this body will lie on the earth, being abandoned without consciousness, just like a useless petric log. So the last speech of the Buddha. Bhagawa bhikkhu amantasi handa dani bhikkhave amatang wa mi vo vaya dhamma sankhara apamadena sampadetati ayam tathagatasa pachima vacha. So the last speech of the Buddha. Buddha said, let me address you, bhikkhu. Conditioned phenomena sankhara are subject to disintegration, means our namarupa will cease. Therefore, strive with diligence. Apamadena sapadeta. Right. So this was the last speech of the Buddha. Okay, so today we are going to do two. This means that we are going to do Marananusati together with breathing meditation. Okay, now according to what I learned in here, some like in Chamye Meditation Center and other meditation center, some they advise the devotees before you start intensive meditation early morning, you should contemplate. First take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Okay, so this will give you refuge for your spiritual practice and as a guidance in your life. And then after that, you need to arouse the effort. How to arouse the effort is like just think like what we said last week. You can just decide, life is uncertain, that is certain. Life is uncertain, that is certain. So even though it's a very simple sentence, two phrases only, but you can recite again until you appreciate the truth. Even though this is a truth, but sometimes we ignore it, so we are busy with chasing many things, doing this one, have project, want to do this, want to do that. And like last week when we discussed it, are you ready to die? I think most people even writing the that view, with so many students in the, not so many lah. Okay, let's say 25 in the Wisdom class, and then now 10 of you, about 10 of you in this meditation class. About, let's say combined, maybe we get about 30. Out of 32 only send me the that view. The rest, I have no reply for anybody. So even if you don't want to, you cannot type or you don't want to type, at least handwritten, like Sister Chong Pat Lan. Okay, she handwritten. This is really that view, because when you are writing your that view, you are actually accepting that as part of the process. Like we have aging. Yeah, we start to accept it because the moment you're getting old, even like me, I see all my hand, my face got more my white dot already. Okay. And then not to the due to sunshine or whatever. So it's a natural process, the body getting aging, right? So I compare the face what I see, about 20 years ago. Oh, I was young at that time. Now, 20 years now, or 10 I start my Facebook about 10 years ago. Compare the 10 years photo and the photo now. I can see the difference. All right. So actually aging, I think we can accept it because we all see this process since over the age 30, you can see aging already, right? Yeah. That's how in Myanmar, how you recognize is it a young monk or old monk? You can see the body size. Normally when we are getting older, the body become thicker and thicker, right? And then the person becomes shorter and shorter. Compare the children when they grow up, they become taller and taller, right? So for us, we become shorter and shorter and fatter and fatter. That's why young monk and an old monk, you can see it from the body size. So I was looking at some of my classmates, those I haven't seen them for many years, but I saw them on the Facebook. I say, they become fatter now. This is a natural process of aging, because when we get old, we cannot process so much. And also when monks or nuns become older, we have more responsibilities, so we tend to sit down and talk with people, right? So eating so much good food, but cannot digest it, cannot process it, so we can get fatter and fatter. Right, so this is actually part of aging. So most of us can accept it, because from the age 35 onwards, we start to see it. So sickness also, even though you cannot accept it, but you have to accept it once you have a kidney problem or blood problem or high blood pressure or diabetes. No, we have to accept it. But how about that? People are still not willing to face it, because they want to stay longer with their family members, want to do their project or whatever things, all right? So the way we can think about Marananusati is, so like I say, when you want to meditate in the morning, first take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Think about, you can chant ETB. So after that, to increase your effort, you can think about, like what we say, this sentence: life is impermanent. Life is uncertain. That is certain. Okay, just think about it again, 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 until you understand, you accept it. And then your mind start to let go. Let go means your mind will not think about here or there too much, right? Now our mind is always restless, wander to the past or wander to the future. It's because it wants to have many things to do. You want to escape from the mindfulness now. You want to travel around the world and so on. So, but once you think about that, then you have to quiet down, because it's facing the truth already. Okay. Now in Myanmar, in some of the when they chant what they chant in the Burmese, they will chant like this. They say, "I now entrust my five aggregates. I entrust my Namarupa to the Buddha." That's what they do. First, they take refuge. Then they say, "I entrust my five aggregates to the Buddha." Because once you entrust to the Buddha, means it's no longer you, right? So when you entrust to Buddha, then you let go. In a way, your mind start to let go. After that, you just focus, come back to your breathing, and you can start practice on your breathing. Okay, sure. Okay, clear about Marananusati. First, take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. By doing the chanting, we already do the chanting. And then after that, start to contemplate. Life is uncertain, that is certain. Then after that, entrust your five aggregates to the Buddha. Means that you let go the craving attachment to your five aggregates. And after that, we come to the breathing meditation. Now, how do you come to breathing? All right. Now, according to what we shared yesterday, so just do a short recap on yesterday. All right. So when we say meditation, breathing can be done as a samatha or vipassana, right? So when you want to do as vipassana, means you try to see the breathing as anicca, dukkha, anatta. But if you are doing as samatha, means you just focus on breathing. Don't just zoom in on anicca, dukkha, anatta. Just one concentration, one pointedness on the samatha only, on the breathing only. Okay. Now, as mentioned yesterday, there are few methods. So if you find your mind always wandering, you can do counting 1 to 10. All right. And if you find that counting is you don't like the numbers, then you can just labeling. Labeling means you just label simple in, out, in, out, in, out. Or if you find the breath is not clear at the nostril place, go to the abdomen. Follow the Marcy method, noting the rising, falling, rising, falling, rising, falling. After that, when you find your mind already be able to settle down without the counting, without labeling, then you can just observe the breath or abdomen rising, falling without without labeling or without counting. Just observe it. Okay? Means that there's no much, not a lot of wandering mind, just observe it. Right? Either counting or labeling. Now, where is the position? Normally at the nostril, because when the air coming, going out, this is actually most obvious. Some people like it. You know why? Because they say it's a small area, very easy. But some people find it's too small. It's actually not obvious, so they prefer abdomen rising, falling, because the sensation of moving, motion when abdomen rising, falling is actually clearer. Okay, so they prefer to not abdomen rising, falling. Some they find they like to follow, because they find that actually the A, actually when we breathe in, breathe out, it's not just on the abdomen. Sometimes they say they feel the sensation on the chest also. So they like to follow from the nostril to the abdomen, nostril to the chest to the abdomen, means that following it here. This is also different meditation teacher, they will teach differently. It's actually up to you. But the main thing is the object should be clear. All right. No matter you're not at the nostril place or abdomen rising, falling, or whatever, the breathing should be clear. Like we mentioned yesterday, what is actual breathing? Breathing means the sensation, right? So when you are not using your eyes to see the breathing, you are using the mind to know. Like, what do you know? You actually know the wind element. This means that the sensation when the air coming, going out, or the abdomen rising, falling, all right? So you need to know the sensation there, right? Okay. Okay, so far, any question? Any question now? All right. So we will just go for practice now, all right? So now today we start early. So I think it's like what we say yesterday. You can do some experiment if you had not done the counting before. Okay, so this is why I recommend. You all can, if for those who print out, we can do the first one first, all right? Now we are going to count 1 to 100. Okay. Now, counting is this is an exercise. Okay, it's not to say you must count 1 to 100. Normally, it's recommend 1 to 10 only. But when we count 1 to 100 is to train your mind to focus on breathing. But you count, let's say, if at the counting of 20 or 30 or 40, 50, the mind runs away, it actually have so much restless mind. When you're aware of it, you cannot continue the number. You have to start from number 1 again. Okay. Then you see what is the maximum number you will go. Will you be able to get 50, or you are 20 plus, then your mind run away. Okay. Right, so we are going to do this first. So okay, now we just do about 15 minutes. Then after that, we are going to do counting 1 to 10. All right, so we are going to do counting 1 to 100. So everybody will do this first. Any question?
I think this one counting 1 to 100 is breathe in, then 1, breathe in 2, or breathe in 1, breathe out 1, breathe in 2.
Up to you, up to you. Up to you. Do you feel in and out as 1 easier for you, or in 1 and out 2 easier for you? Which one? As long as you try to reach 100. Okay. Then later we will ask you what is the maximum number you can get. I try with our student here, when some they can get, some they say 40, some they say get 20. But actually, I don't think as a beginners, even we have practiced for many years, I don't think you can get up to 40, you know. But sometimes maybe the restless mind is too strong. They are not aware of the restless mind. Okay. All right. So we start now, 15 minutes. I think 15 should be okay. Okay. So we do 15, then we do 1 to 10. Okay. Let's do it together. Right. But like we say, we are going to start with the first, put a hand together. So follow me. So we, as a Buddhist, we take refuge in the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. May we receive the protection from the Buddha Dhamma Sangha for us to carry on our practice today successfully. So the first one, And to increase our energy, we like to let go the 5 aggregates. We like to entrust our 5 aggregates to the triple gem during this sitting meditation. Okay, now we can start now. Now we can start breathing 1 to 100. To 100. Counting 1 to 100, you find that your mind need to have more energy to keep track of the numbers, right? This one. Just now I also try counting 1 to 10 is actually much more relaxing for the mind because the mind no need to work so hard, which is one advantage. But one of the disadvantage is because no need to work so hard, the mind also get lazy. Okay. So anyway, you all can try. The first method is 1 to 100. Or like Brother Ko say, you can count as much as you like just to get the continuous sense on the breathing. Second one is 1 to 10, 1 to 10, 1 to 8. All right. So now, so anything you want to share? Right. If not, maybe I think we can just go for the third method, right? So third method is just observe the breathing. Don't do counting. Okay. Now to help you, this is the without the counting. To help you follow it, let's say if you are doing on the abdomen rising falling, you can put your hand. Actually, even though you are doing on the nostril, but our body will have some sensation of breathing, right? So basically, you can just put your hand on the abdomen, on your chest, just to have the sense of touch. You do the breathing with the sense of touch. And now we are not doing the counting, just with the sense of touch on the abdomen or on your chest area. Okay? Just put somewhere near the chest or abdomen and you just observe the breath. Now we can start now. Okay, now what's the difference between these three? You all can find yourself 1 to 100, the mind have to be more energetic to count. 1 to 10, the mind can be more relaxed because the number are less. Without counting, if you just observe the breath, it's actually also good. Then you'll find your mind is more interested in the sensation of the breathing because sometimes you can feel like the air is cold, the body is shakeable, whatever. There are more sensation here, all right? So anyway, you all can try these three methods as you like. So this is just my suggestion. But normally what we do is you should do some labeling. If your mind is very restless, you should do some labeling or counting. So after that, if your mind be able to observe the breathing well, then you should drop all the numbers or labeling. Just observe, see the meditation object. Actually, breathing is not so difficult. If you love it, you will see it. But if you don't like it, then you find your mind always restless. So the question is how to make yourself love it. How do you going to fall in love with the breath? That's the one thing you have to think about this, how to make it more interesting. All right, I think this is so far up to here. I think I just do recording for those who missed the class. Okay, I think